Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. In this video I will show you a game between Gyorgy Szilagyi and Laszlo Szabo. This game was played in Hungary in 1949. Szilagyi had white pieces and he started with d4. Szabo played knight to f6, c4, e6, knight to c3, and now bishop to b4. The Nimzo-Indian defense, queen to c2, the classical variation, d5, the Nova variation. White to move, a3, e3, and c takes on d5 are the three most played moves. Szilagyi played c takes on d5, e takes on d5, knight to f3, black to move. Castling is nowadays the most played move. Szabo played c5, attacking white center, e3, knight to c6, white to move. Bishop to b5 and a3 are nowadays the two most played moves. Szilagyi played d takes on c5, giving Szabo an isolated queen's pawn, not knowing that Szabo was a genius for IQP positions. Szabo castled kingside, not even rushing to take the pawn on c5. Bishop to e2, bishop takes on c5, castling, queen to e7, bishop to d2, bishop to g4, rook from a to c1, bishop to b6, knight to a4, bishop to c7, knight to c5, attacking the pawn on b7. How to defend the pawn? What would you do? Szabo decided to defend the pawn with a tactic. Rook from a to c8. White to move. Instead of knight takes pawn on b7, h3. Why? What happens if knight takes on b7? Can you see what happens if knight takes on b7? This is what Szabo had in mind. Knight to d4, attacking the queen. And after pawn takes knight, then bishop takes on h2 check. Discovered attack on the white queen. After knight takes bishop, rook takes queen, and after rook takes rook, queen takes bishop on e2, and black wins. Back to our game. So in this position, Szilagyi played h3. Bishop takes knight, bishop takes bishop, knight to e5, queen to b3. Threatening queen takes pawn on b7. Black to move. What would you do? We look for checks, captures, and threats. Perhaps knight takes on f3 check comes to mind. Szabo played this quiet little move. Quiet but powerful move. White to move. Rook from f to d1. Let's take it back. If queen takes on b7, then check. And after g takes on f3, queen to h2 checkmate. Back to our game. White would love to play g3, but then knight takes bishop on f3. So we have rook from f to d1, providing the king with some escape, intending king to e2 and placing rooks on h and g files, maybe. Knight to f3 check, g takes on f3, queen to h2 check, king to f1, black to move. How would you continue? Some players would play queen takes on h3 check without much thinking. But Szabo played the best move. Knight to h5. Queen takes on d5. Let's take it back. If king to e2, then knight to g3 check. And if king goes to e1, there is checkmate. And if the king goes to d3, then queen takes pawn on f2. And the white king would have no hope. Back to our game. So we have queen takes on d5. Queen takes pawn on h3 check. King to e2. Black to move. What would you do in this position if you had black pieces? Black played a move and white resigned, and the move is rook from c to d8. Szilagyi resigned. For the entertainment purpose, I will show you just one line. Let's say that white wants to bring his queen to a safe spot. Queen to g5, then knight to g3 check. After f takes on g3, queen to g2 check, king to e1, bishop takes on g3 check. That would force white to give up the queen. Queen takes on g3, queen takes queen check. And let's play few more moves. Some viewers like to see checkmate. King to e2, queen to h2 check. King to e1, rook to d6, knight to e4, rook to g6, knight to f2 preventing checkmate. Rook to g2, king to e2, rook takes knight check. King to d3, rook to d8 check, king to c2, rook from f takes bishop check. Rook takes rook, rook takes rook check. King to b1, rook takes pawn check. King to a1, rook takes pawn on a2 check. King to b1, queen to b2 checkmate. What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.